Good morning. Here's hoping we get to have some more fun today. Yesterday was fun with all those trolls, you know? Alrighty, give it some time here. See who all shows up. Good morning, Dave. How are you doing, bud? Good to see you. Hopefully you had a good night. Good morning, Cassie. Welcome in. Let me get a hold of this little shit here. Good morning. Oh my. You're all wet. You were playing in the grass, weren't you? Weren't you? Huh? The little runt's getting a little bit bigger. She's eating regular food now. So she wants to go play. Getting ready to make a pot of coffee. That sounds good. Oh, I guess it helps if I turn all my lights on, huh? There we go. That'll help a little bit. Anybody else having like really a lot of ants this year? Oh crap, hold on. I gotta check something here. I hear sirens. Oh, they have a gas leak in Mannheim, in town. Wow. That's no good. That's where they're all going. Sorry, I just heard the sirens going, so I'm like, I need to check that out. So, what's everybody's plans for today? I'm hoping we get a bunch more trolls in today. I think that'll be fun. I need to show off Pika this morning because he was being a turd. Work around the house, Cassie says. So, I go in to use the restroom. Pika follows me in. Hold on, let me dim it down so you can actually see it. And proceeds to hide under the step stool. Apparently he thought I couldn't see him under there. Maybe he was trying to be a turtle. Turtle. It already rained here. Dave says hanging in the house, going to be probably watch documentaries. Nice. I put on Cheech and Chong's next movie last night in the movie room. Yeah, today's supposed to be really nice. High of like 88, sunny. The rain's already went through. And then tomorrow there's a chance of thunderstorms. And then Friday's supposed to be really nice. So yeah, we should be good to go for fireworks Friday night. That's a reminder there for that. These cats are crazy today. Any specific kind of documentary you're going to watch, Dave? You got anything in mind, bud? Or you want to watch like history documentaries or technology? Why are you chewing on me? Huh? Oh, he said it's going to be hot. Probably watch documentary. Sorry, bud. I couldn't see the hot part because the heart of the chat was in the way. I guess I should actually look at my screen though, since I have it going across it. Huh? Today is day 2 of the Battle of Gettysburg, and they are doing documentaries from the Battlefield Trust. So I did post yesterday for day 1. Let me see if they have anything up and running yet. They had posted from up in the cupola from where, you know, and if you watch the movie Gettysburg, where Samuel, what the hell is his last name? Sam Elliott, where he's standing up there looking over Gettysburg. They were up in that yesterday. Are you honestly going to sleep? Are you honestly going to sleep? Well, you were going to sleep, weren't you? Ow. I don't see anything yet today, but I will post their links in the Discord for you, Dave. World War II stuff. Do you watch History Underground by chance with JD? Are they being noisy, huh? Are they being noisy? Okay. Yeah, he's been doing a lot of stuff overseas. I know he was just over going through the Channel Islands, showing the stuff. That stupid fly. Long delay on chat this morning. Let me go double check. I don't have anything turned on. Live chat on. Participant is set to everyone. No, I don't have anything on for delay. So I don't know, but I'm sorry. Independence Week, yeah. Nippers. Sir, that is not a good idea. Excuse me 1 second. Cassie's got the coffee going. Well, this cat's going to need a lot more than coffee if he keeps going, because he's chewing on a live wire over here. He's chewing on my extension cord. Oh, yeah. Did you click on the little spinny wheel there and go to all messages, Dave? You feel like you didn't sleep last night. That's not good. You were so excited about winning the hat, right? That's why you couldn't sleep, Cassie? Oh my. I'm kidding, of course. So, I'm sorry you didn't sleep well. I know I got up at like 3:30 and went out and used the restroom, and then I went out and got a scoop of ice cream and went back to bed. Oh my. So, well, it's a really expensive extension cord though, so I really don't want him chewing through it. You know what I mean? Are you gonna say hi? What? No, you can't push buttons. Yeah, Dave, I love my country. I'm very disappointed in my government. That's how I explain my my leanings to people. Oh, now you guys can't see the little shit here, so let me do this. There we go. Now you can see the baby. The baby's falling asleep on my arm. It's going to suck even more if we start getting a lot more of these outsiders that get into government, like Ilhan Omar and this communist that's running New York. What is his name? Madandi or something. Like they said, America will never be conquered from outside. It'll have to come from inside. So I think that if you come here from another country with a differing philosophy than what we have, like the man's already said he wants to push Sharia law. Hope the coffee wakes you up. And go out back with the girls, run around a little bit with them while we're talking. That'll help wake you up. Speaking of, maybe I need to do that. No, Katie turned, I think Katie turned the air conditioner on to the wrong setting yesterday. And it was on dehumidifier, so now I gotta drain the air conditioner and get all the water out of it before it'll come back on, so that'll be fun. They're sleeping. Well, that's no, you're nice. I wouldn't. I definitely would not be that nice. Actually, we'll do that one there. So, good morning. I suppose there's 2 other people in here, or 3 other people in here, honestly. So, good morning to you. Welcome in. Hopefully, you're having a good morning. If there's something you want to chit chat about, throw it in the chat, and we'll have a conversation. If you're here to try and troll me, you're not going to be here long. So, just a warning. Not a threat, a warning. Yeah, I forgot your girls are used to getting up at the butt crack of dawn, so they probably have you up at like that early too, Cassie. All right. Good morning, Fred.
What's up?
What's going on, bud? That was an interesting reply.
Well, I thought I was signing into Rumble.
Now, I made sure I had it so you didn't have to request to join this morning. Can't believe I forgot to turn that on.
No, but when I go into Rumble, it'll tell me put my name in there, and that's what I thought I was doing. I just wasn't paying attention. Anyway,
it should keep it there as long as you don't change it for another channel or something.
no, I have to enter what I want it to display.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Dave said new anti-freedom laws started here in Colorado yesterday, mostly pew pew crap. Yeah, I think a lot of that stuff's going to be repealed, though, Dave. It's all not unconstitutional from what I've read. Um, I did see where the DOJ went after. Oh, I gotta look it up now. Dang it. My browser. I despise the iPhone because you can only use one or two browsers on the damn thing, and most of them are all useless. Ow, that's my foot. Who did the DOJ?
Why can only Rumble Studios participants see this? Oh, because I'm
Oh,
in Rumble.
yeah.
When I post on here, it doesn't let me. It doesn't post it over to.
No, it doesn't. Let me try doing this here once. Now try it. I set mine to YouTube for chat, so maybe it'll.
Nope.
Alright, well, here's what I'll do. Watch this. Let me just finish looking this up real quick, and then I'll open it up on here, and then I'll just show them what you're doing. Okay, based on information available as of July 2nd, 2025, the Department of Justice filed several lawsuits on July 1st. One major lawsuit involved the City of Los Angeles, Mayor Bass, and the Los Angeles City Council, challenging their sanctuary city policies. In addition to the Los Angeles lawsuit, they also filed a statement of interest in a case in Wyoming, Equality State Policy Center versus Chuck Gray. In this case, the DOJ is defending Wyoming's requirement for documentary proof of citizenship to register to vote. Yeah, this bullshit of these states telling people they can come and register to vote without having
Address.
a valid ID is ridiculous to me. Other actions by the DOJ on July 1st include sentencing of a Florida man to 12 years for a $61 million Medicare fraud scheme, charging two individuals with acting as agents of the People's Republic of China government without proper notification. They've been doing that a lot. I shared a video on Discord last night where Lithuania completely kicked Chinese diplomats out. Their embassy is empty in Lithuania because they've been pulling shenanigans in there, and the Lithuanians are having none of it. Arrest and detention of a Canadian man involved in an alien smuggling conspiracy. Indictment of 4 family members for a multi-million-dollar tax refund fraud scheme. Sentencing of 3 defendants involved in a scheme to monopolize and extort the transmigrant forwarding agency industry. And participation in a national healthcare fraud takedown that resulted in charges against 324 defendants across the country. Sounds like they had a pretty busy Monday, huh? Alrighty. Now let me do this. I want to make sure I have my sound all the way down. Alright, we're good.
Here it comes.
Now you got two of me. Holy crap.
Oh.
Flip this camera. And hold on, I gotta. Well, let me highlight it. No, it won't let me highlight it. But yeah, Fred waved at y'all. There, you can see it now. And then he said test. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm sorry, go ahead.
It would only let me talk to whoever's watching on Rumble.
Well, no, it just talks here in our group, whoever's on here with us. Yeah, that's
It
all.
says only people in Rumble can see it. That's what it says below my reply.
Huh. Yeah. Like, I can set it to where I can talk to everyone on every thing.
Yeah.
And you would think that they would make it so that you guys could do the same thing.
Well, I've never had this problem before, though. That's the thing.
Huh.
Because I've posted it in here before, and it's always let everybody see it that was watching the live.
I'll put in a ticket and see what they say.
I'm gonna sign out, sign back in, see if it changes it.
All right, bud.
All right.
Dave says overturned or very unconstitutional. Yeah, I'm not very happy with your state, Dave. Oh, there's beans and bacon sitting. Morning, Joe. How you doing, bud? Welcome back. Good to see you. Welcome back, Mr. Fred.
Let me see if it does it. No live chats. You'll see chats from all connected devices here.
Yeah, that's meaning, like, if Cora was on here with us and Mike, they would type and we would be able to see it. Yeah,
Nope, only Rumble.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Joe asked how those beans and bacon are sitting.
They flying out of the back door.
He feels like he's been violated by Taco Bell again.
No, they were good. I hadn't had too much problem out of them, but
maybe I'll make homemade baked beans here coming up. These damn flies are getting on my damn nerves. Get off my screen. Sorry.
let me see something.
Joe says he just finished walking the dog and drinking a smoothie. What kind of smoothie you having this morning? Welcome back, Cassie. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see Animal Farm this morning. She's on vacation, so she's. Dave says Colorado, Denver mostly sucks, but love the hills. Going hiking, camping next week. Nice. Yeah, I agree. It's beautiful country. It's just run by fucking idiots. You know. Libs of TikTok posted a video 2 days ago from Denver Pride. They had kids dancing on stripper poles. Ridiculous. People are morally bankrupt and they want to pretend that they're morally superior to us because we're inclusive. No, you're freaking. I'll be inclusive. Nice. Joe says he's having a banana, blueberry, strawberry with some protein powder.
Damn, that sounds good.
Yeah. We'll have to get you. You have a blender in your truck, Fred?
Who, me? Yeah.
Yeah. One of them what, emulsion ones? Like
One
the
of
stick
them's no, it's a NutriBullet.
Gotcha. Nice.
I got my other phone up here so I can see the chat.
That's what I do.
Well, I usually don't have to do this. I don't know what the hell.
Yeah, I'll put a ticket in today, Fred, and find out what's going on with that. Dave said, "Yeah, Denver and Pride stuff totally crap and gross." You know what? If it was all adults doing what they want to do and they're not in my face pushing it, I don't care what they do. You know, go have your fun, do your thing. But kids shouldn't be there, and it shouldn't be in. You shouldn't be screwing the whole fucking city, shutting the whole city down for it. That's just my opinion. There you go. We'll start straight parades in the city. See how they like that one.
I'm sitting here watching the screen on YouTube, and it's about 30-second delay.
Yeah, Dave was saying it's longer than normal. I don't understand it. I don't have anything set differently. I mean, I set it yesterday to subscriber only for a little bit, but only for
Well,
like
I'm just
5 minutes.
I'm just using it for chat anyway. So
Okay, so Joe, I want to make sure I get let you know this. Our schedule alternates. So today will be a morning show at 7, and tomorrow will be a 4 o'clock afternoon. But then we also do a Friday night fireside chat, weather permitting. Now tomorrow night we're not going to do a fireside chat. We're going to do fireworks. We have local fireworks going off for the 4th. So we're all going to pile in the car, go over there. I'm going to pack all my equipment up and make it so you guys can watch along with us. So here, but yeah, so it's Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursday afternoons at 4, and then Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 is our schedule. And I usually take off Saturdays, but well, I'm supposed to take off Saturdays. I usually don't. But and then Sunday mornings we do a faith message, and then I also do Bible studies during the week. We have another channel set up for that. Let me get you a link to that quick. I'm subscribed to way too many people. I gotta cut a bunch of these things out. There's a lot that I don't even watch.
Joe, you a teacher, educator?
Okay. Maybe he's a school bus driver? I can't. Cassie's a school bus driver. I couldn't do school bus driver. I'd be doing 45 miles an hour, throw that door open, kick him in the ass, and say, tuck and roll. Oh, cool. He says, yeah, I teach film classes at college. Awesome. We need to teach him how to have some imagination and come up with new stuff to do, though. But this whole thing of remaking everything's getting old.
Yeah, I got my youngest son's up in Nova Scotia teaching. He's a student teacher up there, doing his post grad school work.
Very nice. I'm sure he's glad it's summer up there now, huh?
He said it wasn't too bad for over the winter. He said it got cold, but wasn't as bad as he thought it was going to be.
Joe said stories are dead. Yeah. Yeah, people need to. Well, I mean, with everything that's been written up until this point, it's hard to, I guess, come up with new storylines for certain things. It seems like you're always copying somebody somewhere, and maybe, but maybe that's why everybody's trying to get into porn, right?
There's, speaking of that, I was at this store the other day, this truck stop, and this lady behind the counter. She says, "You look so familiar." She said, "I know I've seen you somewhere before." I said, "You must like watch a lot of porn." She had no no expression in her face, and then it hit her all of a sudden, and her eyes were just big as shit. She's, "Oh my god."
Huh, wonder why I didn't put Cassie's comment up. Cassie put in there, if I can only get my dogs to help me clean house. It showed up on YouTube, but it didn't pop up on here. Yeah, Rumble Studio seems to be acting kind of crazy.
My son up there called me one day. He says, "Dad," he said, "you know how much a college professor makes?" I go, "Is it over six figures?" He said, "It can be with some tenure." I said, "Well, that's good because you'll have to take care of your old decrepit, crazy mama and daddy when they get older." And bless his heart, I know he would too, without even batting an eye.
That's good.
I'm getting a $1,500 new daggum drive tire this morning.
No way.
Mm-hmm. One of
Just
the well, see, when I put two new tires on my front drives a year or so ago, without without me knowing it, they put recaps on there. Well, within the first 1,000 miles, I blew one of the recaps and never did get any credit for it. But whatever, I'm over it now. But this one here, the alignment got knocked out of whack and it started chewing it up. When I went back there the other day to look at it, it's a big old damn hump took out of it right where the damn seam is. And now it's starting to split on the other side. So I'm about to lose that cap. And I don't need a roadside call on top of it.
yeah.
And my damn truck get tore up.
What's that add? Like another $500 to it for a roadside call?
It's 5 or 750.
Dave said my dogs are the reason I have to clean my house, laugh my ass off every day. Joe says I'm an adjunct professor and have been for 13 years. We get paid like crap, but it's a passion.
All right.
His kid's a math nerd, but it's okay. We still like him. No, I like math. Math, when you sit down and actually break it down and can figure out the different components and how they work together and how they interact with each other and how to convert them back and forth and stuff, it's a lot easier than what most people think it is.
I'm gonna tell you what, it took me 3 times as a charm to get pre-algebra down, but once I figured it out, it was just, I don't know why it threw me for a loop. And I was good at math.
Yeah.
Go figure, I got calculus under my belt, and I'm still driving a damn truck for a living because it pays more.
I taught myself calculus after school. My ex's cousin's daughter couldn't figure out a problem, and she's like, "I have this test, and I don't want you to give me the answer." She says, "I just need you to help walk me through the formula again because I can't ask her." And I'm like, "Whatever." So let's talk. So she gave me the problem. I'm sitting here and I'm doing it in my head. And I said, "Listen," I said, "your answer's going to be," and I gave her a number. And she's like, "Well, I told you not to give me the answer." I said, "I didn't give you the answer. I said, I gave you a roundabout number where it's going to be." Well, I had it within 2/10 of a degree for the answer. I mean, it was that close. I'm like, there's no way she can get this wrong. She still fucking got it wrong. And when she saw, she said, "You had that within 2/10." I said, "I know I had it within 2/10." She said, "How'd you do that?" I said, "What do you mean, how'd I do it?" I said, "I walked through the process with you." She said, "Yeah, but how'd you come up with that close but not the exact answer?" I said, "Well, I knew the exact answer too, I said, but I did it all in my head. She's like, you did what? I said, I just did it in my head. It's not hard. She hung up on me.
You know what amazes me is you go up and pay for something at the register and with cash, and these people
Can't even count out
can't
the right.
figure. Yeah, I already know what I'm getting back, so I'll add change to it to get back dollars, so I don't get back coins. And I hand them more than what I'm my bill, and they're looking at me. I said, just give me back $3. Oh,
Here's an idea. All of these cash registers tell you the amount of change you're supposed to fucking give back. So just put in how much you have in your hand and let the machine tell you, and then that way you can be a good little ant that worker ant and do just
well, and that's what it was. When she clicked in how much she she looked at me stupid before she put in how much I gave her.
good morning, Jamie. Joe said
So,
math is more satisfying than the arts because there are usually verifiable answers, which is nice closure. And he said math nerds are the future. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely true
well,
with
what
all
I
the
don't
tech.
understand is why they went from the old math to the new math. Because my son used to come home with math problems, and I'd give him the answer. He said, "Yeah, but I got to show how I got it." And I showed him my way. He said, "No, I can't do that way. I got to do it this other way, where you got to show you work out the side." They were going 10 miles for a 2 mile trip.
Yep, that new Common Core bullshit. Thank God Katie was in before that got pushed through.
My my aunt, who was a school teacher, a elementary school teacher, had to go back to college to learn Common Core.
But ding ding ding, that was your rim.
Yeah, it was.
I can tell that just by hearing that. I've heard that noise many many times.
Yeah, I've got 3 monkeys out here fucking one football, and it's just comical to watch them.
Oh my gosh, I gotta send you. Hold on, I gotta go. I gotta go back into my history here. Fred's like, I'm afraid now. It's gonna be on yesterday's that we watched that. I had Katie watching a fail stream where they were just blowing up tires everywhere, man. I had her watch compilation of Swift drivers too. Good morning, Snowline. Welcome in.
Just go to Bonehead Truckers. That's the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen.
We were watching that yesterday too. I guess he's going in with them to open up a new service center down in Texas. Did you see
Going in
that
with
yet?
who?
There's a couple people that are sponsoring it, that are helping to
Oh,
fund it. It's going to be all free parking. They've got a truckers lounge where you're going to be able to go in and watch big screen TVs and play video games, and really nice big clean shower and bathroom stalls. And
well, that Patsy chick,
uh-huh.
she runs a thing on TikTok called 18 Wheels Matters. I should check it out.
Okay, I'll check it out. Did you see that shit? Valkyrie runs up over here, goes in between. I have the cover here so they can't walk on the computer, the panel. And she comes in there and flops between the two and flipped the freaking laptop backwards. Shithead cats. I upset the baby. Did I upset you, little one?
Nobody puts baby in the.
Yourself in the damn corner. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess it was Mother Trucker is the guy who's doing that
Yeah.
with that truck stop. I'm sorry. I got the wrong one. Did you hear about the 7-Eleven?
No, no, I don't have nowhere to haul it.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get rid of it.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Did you hear about the 7-Eleven employee that was beat to death by her manager?
There's a new owner at 7-Eleven, huh?
KTLA. That's Louisiana, right? Or is that Los Angeles? That's Los Angeles. I'm sorry. So yeah, let me find the one I want to send to you, and then I'll come back and I'll play that video for you because that's sad as hell. She just wanted to go home. She had just clocked out, was leaving for the day, and her manager just attacked her and beat her to death. Was sitting on top of her, and they said
Killed
that
her?
yeah,
Damn.
yep. And then she ran, so now they're on a manhunt for her. Yep. But like they say, when you import so much of the third world follows. And that's
Well,
not to say,
they're talking Iran's got sleeper cells they're fixing to unleash in
well,
the
that's
United States against
unsurprising.
Trump. I told them, don't think I won't travel out my best friend.
Yep.
Don't start none, won't be none.
I just found out today, the other day, because I was always told that we weren't allowed to carry pew-pews in Philadelphia. I don't know who told me that, but I was told that. Well, guess what? I went and looked it up, and thanks to the latest ruling by the Supreme Court, because there was a guy who was arrested for open carrying in the city, and the Supreme Court ruled that the city of Philadelphia is not special compared to the rest of the state. So if he is able to open carry in the rest of the state, he can open carry in the city, as long as he's legally allowed to do so. Well, I went and looked around, and yeah, because I have my state concealed carry permit, I can take my pew-pew to Philadelphia. I just have to watch where I take it. Jamie yelled, "Hot Fred!"
What's up, Jamie?
Yeah, yesterday was it's a lot more news coming out of California lately. They had a fireworks factory blow up in Northern California yesterday. Yolo County. How's that for the name of a county? Where am I at here? Come on. The supposed Maryland man, um, the one that was already sent to Mr. El Salvador, and they brought him back to face trafficking charges now. His lawyer's crying to the judge, begging her to keep him in their custody because they're afraid that Trump's going to deport him again, which he's going to get deported again anyway. It's just a matter of time, so why put it off? His problem this time is he doesn't know where he's going because he doesn't have to go to El Salvador.
I hear there's a new resort opening in South Florida.
That's just, from what I understand, that's just a quick stay before your exit. Give them a parachute and just drop them off over top of some coastline. Let them coast down, see where they land.
Yeah, I don't think we ought to bust them in there. I think we just airdrop them in there and kick them out and say, good luck to you. If you hit dry land, good for you. If you don't, good for the wildlife.
Shit, I think
Bring
I'd be
bring your floaties.
trying to figure out where to learn taking. And there you go. That's trigonometry. That's why you need to know trigonometry, so you know how far ahead to drop them so that they'll land where you want them to. What the hell? Now I can't find that damn store I wanted. Three Democrats from here in Pennsylvania were sentenced for election interference yesterday. And the sad thing is, one of them still has a seat in the city government. Still trying to figure that one out. There it is. Alright, I'm going to try and turn this up.
They say a young woman was beaten by her supervisor after showing up for work at a Hollywood convenience store last week. Jessica McLaughlin walked into work at 7-Eleven in Hollywood and was assaulted. Tonight, she's on life support at the hospital.
Her family is searching for answers in what they're calling a senseless and baseless attack as police search for her attacker. KTLA's Mary Beth McDade joins us live in Hollywood with details on this tragedy and reaction from the family. MB.
Yeah,
Turn it down a little bit, Chris.
Her family says that she has a big heart, loves children, and always puts family first. And now her family is preparing to say their final goodbyes on Wednesday when they take her off life support.
She's probably one of the best family members ever.
Clancy McLaughlin fights back tears as he talks about his 24-year-old daughter, Jessica, who loves children and helping others.
I used to call her my green-haired warrior because she would take homeless people food. She would take clothes to people.
He tells us Jessica's assistant manager at a Hollywood 7-Eleven, Valeria Parra, brutally beat Jessica at work last week.
Her heart stopped, so she couldn't breathe. She lost all oxygen to her brain for over 10 minutes, and she basically is declared brain dead now.
Clancy says the assistant manager would bully his daughter at work. And then last Tuesday, as his daughter was getting ready to leave work for the day, Valeria attacked his petite daughter.
She physically grabbed her by her hair, was swinging her around, threw her on the ground, and she sat on top of her chest while she was physically assaulting her.
When a co-worker tried to help, Clancy says Valeria then went after the co-worker.
And at that time, Jessica got up and she said, call 911, I can't breathe, and then she collapsed. And at that point, I understand that the assistant manager hit her one more time.
Valeria apparently then fled.
But even before that, she was trying to go back into the back office and try to delete the video of the attack.
Police tell us they responded to the scene and are continuing to search for the attacker. Meantime, the family is preparing to say their final goodbyes on Wednesday when they take Jessica off life support.
We're going to try to get everybody that we can inside the hospital where they could come at least say their last goodbyes before.
And if you know where Valeria is, you are urged to contact police. Now, a GoFundMe page has been set up to help out with Jessica's funeral costs, and you can find a link to that GoFundMe page on our website, KTLA.com.
Let me get you a picture of this crazy lady that did this assault. One second, I gotta... So if anybody knows her, or is out in California and sees this and sees her, you need to call and turn her in as soon as possible. Please and thank you.
So she was coming to work when it happened, not leaving to go home.
Good morning, Ruth. I thought it said she was checking out to leave, and the manager attacked her as she was leaving, walking out
No,
the
it said
door.
when she arrived at work. Anyway, I thought that's what the guy said at the beginning of that.
Oh, no,
Doesn't
you're
matter.
right. Yeah, no, I missed that one. I misheard that. By her supervisor after showing up for work. Yeah. Okay. I have a friend that's a manager for 7-Eleven. I'm going to ask her what the hell's going on with her company. I'm going to give her all kinds of hell about it. Jamie says she's got the crazy hair color. Good morning, Cora. But yeah, they I just thought that was nuts. That you shouldn't have to deal with that when you're going to work. You know, you're going to work to make money, to make a living, so you can live, not get assaulted by some crazy freaking coworker. Now let's see if I can find that other video I was telling you about. Oh, I gotta show you this one. I can turn it down, it's all just wind. But check this shit out. You can see the actual tornado underneath the clouds when it comes across.
It's too early to fight.
Well, we don't have to fight. We can watch shit get struck by lightning.
Raining over there?
It rained this morning. It's supposed to
I
be
think
beautiful today.
I think we're done with the rain for a few days over here.
I'm
I
getting
think.
my ass
Today and
handed to me again.
possible thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon, and then Friday's supposed to be gorgeous for the 4th, so I'll take it.
Yeah, there you go.
And I don't know if you heard or not, but we're gonna, instead of doing the Friday night fireside chat, we're gonna go watch fireworks.
Okay, you do you, boo-boo.
Well, no, I'm taking you guys with me.
If I decide to join.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying.
Pull back the claws.
Oh, hell. I don't know. What time does the fireworks start?
9:45.
Yeah, I'll be gone.
Yeah, shit. I'll be in bed. Are you kidding me?
Hey, she's like, I'll watch the replay Saturday morning.
There you go.
But this storm was crazy. I watched this and this is caught on somebody's Ring doorbell cam of all things.
I had a couple of owls set off my back Ring camera the other night. Woke me up like at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. One was sitting on the wood pile. One was sitting on the wood pile, and the other one was sitting on the little deck railing out there.
The owls being out there is cool, but waking you up at 2 in the morning is not cool.
Shit happens. I don't mind if it's owls.
Yell out at them. Don't you have any manners? Just going to throw this out here for the people who just came in. I'm being told that there is a longer lag in the chat than normal. So instead of it being the normal 15 seconds, it's like 30 seconds.
I
There's
can't see
nothing
the
I
chat.
can do about it, so yeah. Jamie asked how you're doing, Cora.
I'm doing good, Jamie. A little stuffy. Sinuses. I don't know what it is with this year, man, but my sinuses or allergies or whatever have just been fucked up.
What happens when you're full of shit?
Fred, you know, I'm a firm believer if you don't start no shit, there won't be none.
Yeah, well, I can't help myself sometimes.
Phil Froggy fucker leap.
No,
Says,
no, the morning I'm having, I'm good.
He says our next chance of rain is Sunday, 90s until then. Dave's gonna be roasted like a peanut.
Get the sprinkler out, Dave.
Joe asks, I wonder what provoked it, or if that lady is just the POS. Yeah,
What'd that lady do? I missed it.
She beat her coworker to death
In a 7-Eleven.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
The girl showed up from work. She pounced on her and just beat her basically to death.
What the hell?
She's on life support. Expected to be pulled off today.
Fuck.
Yep. So
show up late again, bitch. I dare you.
Please,
well, she did.
Please say a prayer for her family and stuff. Nobody
Amen.
deserves that. Let's see.
So, Cora, I woke up to a tire about to peel off, so there's another $1,500 out of my pocket.
Damn it.
I know. When it rains, it pours.
On the truck or the trailer?
On the truck.
Yeah, if it was a trailer, you could charge it to the company.
Yeah.
Tell them take it off the truck and put it on the trailer and then take it off and change it.
Well, the only problem is
they threw recaps on the trailers. They're shit anyway.
Well, this is a recap on the truck. I didn't know they put recaps on there. But I happened to see a chunk knocked out of it, and I got to looking. It's right where it seams together. Then you go to the other outside of the tire, and it's split right there where the daggum seam is. So I know that tire's fixing to peel.
Right.
So the cheapest tire they got in here,
fixed.
cheapest tire they got on here was $1,300 something with insulation and mounting and tax and everything. $14.99.
Huh.
Yeah, there's nothing about them trucks that are cheap to fix.
Yeah. And the insurance makes it even worse.
Well, the bad thing about it is everybody's like, and not that truck drivers don't make decent or good money, because they do. But one, you're running your ass off. Two, you're hardly ever at home. And then you've got them unexpected mishaps that cost you an arm and a leg. So it's a special breed. Either you're a rambler and just don't want to really stay settled, and you're out there and you're traveling and you're seeing shit and having a good time, or you're not.
So Ruth said yesterday she said I'm good. My computer was reloaded yesterday to stop any chance of that hacker getting back in. So that's good. I got my fingers crossed for you, but I'm starting to think it's a Google problem, not a Ruth problem. So.
Well, you know what? That's funny because my phone burped. My Verizon phone burped the other day, and I lost contacts, letters A, B, C, P, and something else. And they're trying to tell me it's my phone. Well, I went to my mom's phone that I still have to have contractual difficulties, and it did it the same one. And I was able to recover some of them, but not all of them. But I went to my mom's phone; it happened there too. So it's not on my end. It's on. It's either on Verizon, either on Google's end, or if it's on Verizon's end, but it's not my phone.
I've been getting a lot of, like in my news feed on the phone, Google News or whatever, that something about needing to update email accounts on Android phones, this,
Well,
that,
see,
and the other.
I've
And
lost emails that had RO receipts in there, just gone.
That's
So
not good.
I got that thermal printer and I started printing off everything. That way I ain't got to buy ink every time I turn around.
Yeah, I've been looking at them. They look pretty nice.
If you're okay with black and white, it's good.
Jamie said it's probably Google.
Well, there's nobody to contact at Google.
You have to really dig, and it's a pain in the ass. I still have no contact. As long as I've been doing this with YouTube, I have no contacts. Like Ruth has a person that she can get a hold of that helps her with her channel. Yeah, I don't have that. So probably better I don't, because I can just imagine my channel would be gone by now. What the hell is wrong with this shit now?
I see Jamie's got her crown back. I guess her lawyers got laid off.
what's for dinner, guys?
What's for dinner?
We need to lay something out.
What do you got a hankering for?
Chicken tortellini and Alfredo.
I don't know what I want.
No, I'm not saying they had a problem. I'm just saying I'm wondering if it's not a Google problem that they're still getting in. If it's something on their end, security-wise, it's letting them get your passwords. Fred said that he has a phone that had a hiccup that has to either be Verizon or Google.
But it hit both phones, and that's what tells me it's not my phone, or it may not be Verizon. I think it's Google. but I could recover the contacts out of the cloud, luckily.
Yeah. California is canceling the July 4th, according to Fox News, in protest of ICE.
California's a shithole.
Tell me that surprises somebody. Please tell me it surprises somebody, because I'm going to talk to you.
The only people that they're hurting are the kids that want to watch fireworks. That's it. They're not hurting all the crazy people out there that don't give a shit, that think that by doing this we're sticking it to Trump. No, you're not, because we're still going to have our fun and enjoy ourselves, you morons. When are you going to learn that we don't care?
I can't wait till the San Andreas slips one more time.
There you go. Exactly.
I'll send you. Hey, Cal showed up.
Can't they just dynamite that fault and let it just drift off? I mean, it makes sense to me.
Cal says I came into California as a shithole. Nice way to start the day. Positive
Hi, Cal.
affirmation. Good morning, Cal. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Cal, did you ever get down to West Virginia?
Not yet. Nope. I think he almost has everything wrapped up and is ready to go. But
Cassie, you better be careful. Jamie's going to kick your ass for that first place crown.
Bruce says I probably needed to reload the computer anyway.
Who's hanging in number 2 spot? I ain't seen number 2 up there in a minute. Professor Joe.
Joe. Yep, Joe's up there, number 2. Nice. Make the old timers jealous, Joe. They'll type more. No, they'll just give me the finger more is what they'll do, honestly. But that's okay too.
Oh shit.
Cal says,
coffee.
Cora, can I have bacon, please?
Yes, come on. It's frying now as we speak. Thinking about some biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy, good. Oh man. Patsy figures by the time Jamie drives all the way down there to beat her up for her crown, she'll have another one. Oh, man. If you guys don't like that, I can turn it off. I think I can turn it off.
No, it's just comical.
I wonder if, like, at the end of the week, it's going to do an accumulation of, you know, who has the most points for the week and all that stuff instead of just for the day. I guess we shall find out later, huh?
Find out at the end of the week.
Yep.
You get a big old brownie butt and a chest to pin it on.
Just don't put it through my nipple. Jamie says... No, I can try it. Jamie said, I just fuck around with the crown thing. Yeah, it's all good. We're just carrying on with you too. Cassie says, I hear bacon frying.
It is. It's frying. Thinking about throwing some sausage in the grease and making some biscuits too. Some gravy.
Nice. And the little one's out yet again. Little one's out again.
I think I got it figured out. Barbecued pork sandwich for lunch. Steak for dinner. Finish up my leftover garden green beans.
Chinese fired what? Fired in drilling.
It was
fired. Chinese fired drill.
Yep. You said, wow, that was a show. That was a
that
trivia
little frickin',
show, wasn't it?
Well, this little heart down here, when he first posted, I can't see.
Yeah, it doesn't.
The last.
Is it not showing across your screen there? I see it on your face there, Fred.
What's that?
You look like a girl the night after.
I know, right?
See all the white stuff on his face there, Cora?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. Help me out, Chris. Give her some ammunition, you bastard.
Looking like a glazed donut there, Fred.
I want to know who the hell is shooting the red and blue stuff. What the hell are they
That would
doing?
be Martians.
What the hell are they doing? Shooting up like food coloring? A Chinese fire drill, if I remember that correctly, that was a trivia show, wasn't it? Where you'd have to get out and if they would ask, I think, the driver a question. If you got it wrong, someone else had to go. Whoever got it right.
Yeah, I don't think you had to ask no question. I think they just did it out of just stupidity.
Yeah.
Oh,
when you stopped at a red light, everybody got out and just ran around the car and.
Yep, we used to do that and have fun with it. Good morning, Snow Lion. Snow Lion says, "Children, be nice."
We are nice. Fred's just a dick.
How's your foot feeling, Snow? Snow freaking cut her foot pretty bad last night while watching Cheech and Chong of all things.
That would explain it.
Yep.
She was trying to keep up with Tommy Chong with what he was smoking.
Damn, put them on, and I can smell it from here.
Oh my.
So what's going on, Fred? You in a 34?
I ended at 10:30 this morning, 11:30 this morning. I'm just getting the tire fixed before I take off. I don't need one more thing to slow me down.
No, you don't. Oh, fuck. Slow enough.
Yep.
That doesn't sound fun.
For anybody that used to follow Ben or still follows Ben, I noticed he's sporting a wedding ring. I guess him and Natalie got married.
Oh, wow. Congratulations to them.
Yeah, right.
Congratulations to Ben. Sorry for Natalie.
Now, I may be wrong, but that's the way it appears to me.
They might just do it symbolically, and if that's what
Could
they
be.
want to do, that's up to them too.
Yeah.
I'm not
And her
judging.
daughter just graduated nursing school from Arkansas. So
Gotta love
what
the
Cora said.
You gotta love the big city. Well, not so big city. Lancaster's a
No.
big city here. But it says here, large crowds argue, interfere with officers issuing open container citations at Lancaster County Park.
I guess that must be done.
I guess if you read the rules and you see where it says no open containers or alcohol allowed, you might
Guys,
keep yourself out of
I'm gonna
trouble.
be here. I just got to jump out real quick, go pay my tire bill.
All
I'm
right,
still
bud.
here. I'll be back in a second.
All righty.
Sure he will.
He still has us in his ear, so we can mess with him.
Jump out and pay the lot lizard for his glazed donut look this morning, maybe.
That's nice what I was going to say. I was going to tell him to make sure he didn't pop an E-topping out of that damn thing. That would hurt. Yeah, our country has lost the rule of law understanding, and I don't know. It's going to take a lot to get it back, in my opinion.
Not everybody has.
Well,
It's
most big city types are my experience.
I'm waiting to see if Mama Dami or whatever in the hell his name is going to be mayor of New York City.
50 Cent offered him $250,000 and a plane ticket anywhere he wants to go if he drops out.
I think he's just a spoiled kid or whatever from overseas.
He is. He's just growing up in a third world country gave me a different perspective.
Good. Go back and fix it.
You're a trust fund baby. You grew up with money. You didn't have any different perspective except for you saw how other people lived. It wasn't your own. Just like we found out that, you know how AOC likes to say she's from the Bronx?
Yeah, where is she from?
She's from up in Westchester County, place called Yorkshire Heights or something, Yorktown Heights. It's a really nice suburb. Beautiful place. Sure as hell ain't no Brooklyn. They were actually talking to one of her school, the people she went to school with, and yeah, they were like, I don't know. That makes no sense. They're all phony.
Sorry for the crunching.
Oh, you're good. Cal says, fun fact. Kash Patel and Zorhan Mamdani's families were both expelled from Uganda by Idi Amin. And it's crazy that they're two different, totally different people. Like, seriously, look at Kash Patel is like the capitalist and like not pushing certain things, and Mamdani's like talking about wanting to push Sharia law if he gets into office, and according to him, we just didn't do socialist right the first time, so we've got to try it again.
Why don't he just go someplace else? You know,
there's lots of small countries that would let him run them into the ground doing socialism.
Yeah. I don't get it.
Unfortunately, sometimes you got to give them what they want, but we got to contain it to just like their cities, and don't let it get out of their cities. That's where the danger point comes. Because if something happens and they have some kind of short-term success doing something, and they don't get to see how it plays out long term.
I don't want to give them what they want, not when it comes to that.
No, I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying that that's the best way to teach them the lesson, though, is let them live through.
They want to learn a lesson. Look at Venezuela. There's your lesson.
Venezuela, the Soviet Union. Oh, I was talking about Lithuania earlier. I read an article that said about 3 Chinese nationalists were charged with acting on behalf of the Chinese government who weren't properly documented. And I said, yeah, the shenanigans. I said, they tried pulling the same stuff in Lithuania, and Lithuania kicked them all out. There is no Chinese embassy in Lithuania anymore because they got tired of
That governor or president or whatever she is over in Norway, I think it's Norway, she's not putting up with any shit at all. She's just booting people out. She's putting them in jail. She's like, I'm like, you go, girl. Go on with your bad self.
Yeah, we need more people like that.
I think the majority of people are finally growing some balls and are just tired of the bullshit.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, my, I get to hop off here and jump in the car and go to an appointment. Yay!
Well, you have a wonderful time.
Oh, I will. Maybe we'll swing over by Long's Park and get some video over there. They've got a nice big pond that I can actually fish there. And if you're retired or disabled, you can fish in there for free, but nobody else can. So, welcome back, Fred.
Oh, God.
Fred does not look happy.
Fred just spent a bunch of money. Why would he be happy?
Fred learned from last time he didn't take us along. I didn't see him take us off when we got out. I saw him put us back on when we got in, though. Good thing we were being nice today and didn't actually try and make him feel bad or make him look bad.
$1,492. Ouch.
Did they kiss you? Give you a reach around? Anything?
A rose?
Hell, I should have got my damn salad tossed at least.
You're going to start carrying your own vinaigrette dressing with you, Fred.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of...
That vinegar would probably sting.
Not touching it. Nope. No, behave.
No.
Cal said he's got to go. He says, talk to you later.
Bye, Cal. Have a good one.
Cassie
Mac
says,
Tool guy just showed up. Toy store.
Your what show?
Mac Tools.
That's
the Grease Monkeys. Grease Monkeys damn toy store.
You just paid for one of their tools with that $100.
Probably did.
Jamie said, gonna make breakfast and wake up more. Talk to you later. Oh, maybe Cal's not leaving. Jamie left. I'm sorry. I gotta learn to read back further.
Get your shit together.
My shit's together already. It's gone.
Well, what nobody's looking, I could haul those damn plastic pallets off of them.
I'll take a couple.
If you say something, they probably let you take them. A lot of those places don't want them there.
I got no way to carry them.
I'd take a couple. But you'd never get them here, so.
Gotcha, Jay. Cal, I'm sorry. Yeah, I realized that after I read up a little further and saw what Jamie said. Oh, my. You need to remember, scroll back, read, and then react. Good morning, Animal Farm. How are you doing?
Morning, Animal.
How's life on vacation? she's been enjoying sun and fun and pool time, from what I understand.
Yeah, that's a pool time last night. Oh, wait a minute, that kind of pool.
Fred's
Just
talking
because
about
you were diving in something doesn't mean it was full time.
Oh damn! I was saying about taking the Cosby kids to the pool, and she's like talking about you needing to tie a 2x4 to you to make sure you don't fall in, Fred.
Damn.
Cassie said, "I'd like to have 2 plastic pallets. I can get pallets. I just don't know how. I mean, it would cost me more to ship them to you than to have them just to order them brand new and
Just
have them
find you a local Walmart or one of those do-it-yourselfers and walk around back. Just make sure you wear a hood and a mask. Cover up your license plate.
dress up like Antifa and wait till they go into town. Then you can just
Right.
when they're going after them, you just grab it and go."
Get your Mexican sombrero to wear to cover your face, and they'll just think it's the Mexicans anyway. And they
Yeah,
won't do a damn thing about it.
put a Mexican flag over your back. Animal Farm said,
Irani flag. We're over Mexico right now. We're in Iran.
okay. Animal Farm says, I enjoy the Fred and Cora show.
I live for your pleasure.
Yeah, that's what you always say. That's
He's
what you tell
even.
all the girls.
You know what? You need to shut up.
You know what? You can bite my ass.
Cassie says, hola. No comprende English.
No habla inglés.
Oh, my.
I sure wish I knew what I was doing today.
Do you ever know what you're doing?
Well, at least I got some directions when somebody tells me. Not that I don't get told where to go all day long, but
Oh, my.
they got this old barn-looking storage shed. It's got garages on either side of it. Damn sure is nice.
Well,
Spend that money.
No, I ain't spending shit. I'm trying to get rid of one, actually.
Animal Farm says, K. I do know a little bit of Spanish. I don't know a whole lot.
Puta, pendejo.
Yeah, I was gonna say most of my Spanish that I know is learned from working with Mexicans and people from Puerto Rico and that cussing back and forth at each other.
I live in America, damn it. That's what I speak.
Hey, I'm happy to cuss people out in whatever language I can figure out how to.
And how's that church service going?
And for those of you who I don't know what your language is, I'll just give you the finger if you piss me off that bad. I'm doing better. I am. I'm just carrying on with you all day.
I'm just being sarcastic.
I
Don't get
know.
offended.
Were you being a bitch, Fred?
I'm not
I was
offended.
being a biatch.
Good morning, Jay. Jay says howdy.
Morning, Jay.
We're teaching Cassie how to go steal some pallets without getting caught. I mean, she does live close to Nashville, to Charlotte, so it wouldn't be that big of a stretch for her to go up there. Jay said sign language is universal. Animal Farm says Fred is being Fred, and we love him for it. Some days.
Speak for yourself.
Ouch!
No.
No electrical issue. He's going to ask you to kiss his butthole. Make him feel
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. In his dreams.
I figured you tell me. I figured you tell me I have to shave it first. Animal Farm's giving us all the finger. Oh man. Yeah, if you've never watched one of those Swift compilations of the drivers and the stupid stuff that they've done, just type in Swift and hundreds of, if not thousands of videos pop up. And a lot of them will have you scratching your head and going, how in the world did you do that?
Talent. Pure talent.
Jay said emoji is a language now too. Yeah.
Oh.
I'll tell you what though, I'm honestly glad we're not a huge channel or anything like that, or even, somewhat big. Because those are the channels that they're scraping to get all this stuff for their AI now. Like the Quartering and Benny Johnson and all them. And they're going to be the first ones that Google goes after when they do the AI takeover shit.
I don't think AI is a good thing. I really don't.
I think AI could be a good thing if it was being monitored better, but the problem is they want AI to be sentient, to where it can think for itself instead of us having to program it. And the problem with that is once it learns that it's smarter than us, it's over. They already have. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Is that going to take much? I mean, really. Cell phones, everybody's glued to their cell phones. Everybody's spending hours on TikTok, Facebook. Is it?
Yeah, I mean, well, here's the thing. They've already have AI that has figured out how to bypass shut-off switches, to where they've actually had to shut down the power to the AI and to kill it. We've watched AI robots that have attacked their handlers. Snow Lion said, AI, y'all are pretty spicy this morning. This is tame, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
This is not half of it.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty mellowed out this morning, I thought.
It's all the mushrooms.
Animal Farm says, I am not well versed in emojis. Some of them I can't understand. I'll be your interpret. I'll interpret for you, Animal Farm. Cal says AI could be good, but will end up destroying us. Terminator was not meant to be an instruction manual. Exactly.
Right.
Or what was the other movie? iRobot.
Yeah. Dave says AI is going to be expensive eventually, I think. Animal Farm says MIT just published a study on how AI diminishes brain activity. Yeah,
there you
don't
go.
have to think. You go on there and you say, hey, just show me this.
Write me a thesis.
Yeah.
Make me a resume.
And think about this. The people using GP or whatever it's called right now that are going to med school and using that to do their homework are going to be your doctors in the next couple of years. How's that
I
for
don't
a
plan on
scary?
living that long.
I hope not. Not me anyway. I'm not talking to you, Fred. I hope you live as long as you want to, but I'm just
Well, that'd
saying
have been yesterday.
before you got another $1,500 bill.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe I'll be good with another 20 years.
Cassie, wait, hold on. Animal Farm says David already did. Most students are using it now and are becoming stupid. Sadly, Animal Farm, they were being dumbed down way before AI came in because of a bad system and some bad teachers. I'm not saying it's all of them. Please don't think that, because there are still good teachers out there that care about their students and do try and teach them the right way to do things. But there's a lot of people that are they're just there for a paycheck. They don't give a shit about the kids anymore. Nurse says, I'm getting ready to go for a medical test. I'm sicker than a dog. Oh, I'm sorry, huh? I hope you feel better soon and they can get you figured out. Hi, Bree. They said AI is going to be our doctor, or at least be the medical advice.
I want Dr.
AI is
Sean
going to
Murphy.
be AI is going to be the downfall of the human race.
Farm says, well, Bree says AI is in self-preservation. Animal Farm, young doctors are bad as it is. I recently had to replace mine because she gave me a medication labeled not for ophthalmic use for me. Oh, wow. Wait, to put on
The
your
problem I
eyelids?
have with doctors is everything specialized, and each specialist just concentrates on their thing. They don't look at the person as a whole.
And your family doctor used to do that. Your family doctor, you could come in there and he knew you so well that he could look at you, take your temperature, and listen to your symptoms, and he'd be like, okay, it's this. And usually he'd have the medication on hand and give it to you right there. You didn't have to go to a pharmacy.
Well, one doctor looking at an overall picture sees you well, sees you sick, knows when there's something out of whack.
Yeah. Whereas when you're like me and you have so many different damn things wrong with you and you have to see all these different people, it takes years to get that rapport built with them to where you can go in. And like with my orthopedic, if I ever find out where the hell he went now, but he looked at his nurse the last time, one of the last times I was in there, and he said she made some kind of comment because he said schedule him for surgery, and she's like, well, don't we have to do this, this, and this first? And he said no. He said, I know this. I know Chris well enough that if he comes in and he says that it's time for surgery, that it's time. He doesn't come in and tell me, he comes in and, I don't go in there, looking to have surgery. Surgery is always the last resort. And of course he does check me out, and it's not just, but yeah, I don't have to jump through all the hoops that somebody new coming into the practice would have to jump through.
Google his name, he'll tell you where he went.
I've tried. It's not coming up. I think he took the rest of the summer off to race. He does rally racing. So he's probably taking the rest of the summer off before he goes to his next practice. I'm really hoping he doesn't go to the practice that I hate. I'm really hoping. Fingers crossed. But I think he already did. Well, and that's the whole thing. This place, When I went in to have my spinal trial done for my spinal stimulator, this place charged me. Okay, they got paid by the insurance company. They knew that they had to send all this information over to my doctor so that he can make a determination as to whether or not it was worth me getting the stimulator in. And instead of just sending my stuff over, they charged me to get my files and my MRI disc to take to my surgeon.
Of course.
That pissed me off.
How does it make you feel?
It made me feel like kicking somebody in the nuts. Kind of like Cora kicked you yesterday.
Chris, do not help. Just fucking do not help. She's being quiet. Leave her the fuck alone.
What's the matter, Fred?
I'm scared.
I was going to say, scared?
Yeah, a little bit.
Says, all the channels that try to help with starting channels, top suggestions, and use ChatGPT. Yeah, there you go. Use ChatGPT or ChatGPT or whatever the hell it's called. Animal Farm says, I used to have one doctor who would treat me for everything. Now the primary doesn't even touch you, just goes through a checklist and sends you to other doctors.
I have a good primary. Of course, I've known him for 30 years and used to work with him, and he knows me, knows how I am, just he knows.
We know how you are too, but we try to avoid your ass.
Yeah, well, you do a pretty good job of avoiding my ass.
Uh-huh.
Oh my.
Keep locking me in the basement.
Well, pick your poison.
I know, right?
I can't help it because you're so vanilla.
Oh, hell no, you didn't.
Oh, yes, I did.
You know, the first time I ever heard that term, I thought, I'm what? You're vanilla. It took me a month to figure it out.
That's funny.
I had to ask somebody, actually. The hell does this mean? Yeah. And they thought it was funny, too.
It is.
Here we go. Ruth says, Richard went to a Qigong doctor years ago, and he would touch your arm and look over you and know all the problems
all right. Got a phone call, Mama.
Later.
All right. Tell her we said hi. Interesting. Animal Farm says, I used to go to 3 doctors a year. Now I go to 8. Oof. I thought I was bad enough going to 3 myself. Bruce says he did it with me and knew everything about my hiatal hernia and sleep apnea without even saying anything. Snow says Snow says I finally think it's safe to leave the house, but fingers crossed. Be safe, Snow Lion. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.
Safe to leave the house. I hope you're packing.
She can't. She's in Canada.
It's not recommended. One more reason I won't go to Canada.
And Farm says, well, I had a dentist, an eye doctor, and general practitioner.
Well, Fred, what'd you do with it, son? This work.
What you making good for breakfast, Fred?
I'm just gonna throw some scrambled eggs together and wait for my work to finally tell me what the hell's going on.
Mama says hi.
Welcome back. Hopefully everything's going well down there, besides being hot
Yeah.
and humid.
She just called. I usually call her every morning at 9 o'clock, check in, see how her morning's going. She just called me early to let me know she was going to go out and do some weed whacking. 84 years old and still out there.
Well, they say when you slow down, that's when you age. Or so I'm told anyway.
A wheel in motion will stay in motion.
Do what, Fred?
Well, so will a dead body, but then,
So the wheel in motion will stay in motion.
Now you got me wanting to go to one of these universities and petition them to do a study on taping a dead body up like an old rubber tire and rolling it down a fucking hill. Think the University of Tennessee will let me do that, Fred?
Ew.
Man, why's it gotta be Tennessee?
That'd be a stinky mess.
They got that bone collection thing down there.
They got that, yeah. That's they got a field full of dead bodies that they train for cadaver dogs and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Dave says he misses his mom. I'm sorry, bud. I'm sure it's not. And from what I hear,
I miss mine too. It's been a little over a year, and I thought I was over it, but apparently I wasn't.
Fred, you're cutting in and out.
His microwave's going. But
I'm gonna cut somebody, all right.
Shit. With what?
Make sure it's in the upper middle torso, not nothing down below the belt. I have enough missing down there. I don't need it any smaller.
Depends on how bad you want to get rid of them.
Animal Farm says, "Moms are the best. I am so blessed she is still with me, and she lives with me."
I feel the same way, Animal.
Yeah. Me and Mom don't always get along, but that doesn't mean I want her to go anywhere. So, but I do feel for you that I've already had to deal with that. Dave said it's been over 20 years. You never get over it. She was only 57.
Oh, that's young.
Natural causes, or you know what? I'm sorry, that's not my business.
If you didn't ask, I probably would have.
You know, some things are just personal.
Like you being an asshole. That's kind of personal.
Oh, fuck, man, I can't just get out of this damn hole.
No, because you keep digging deeper.
I know. My own damn fault.
After the show, if you guys want, I will put the movie on in Discord if you guys want to go watch it. Put on some kind of comedy, make you guys laugh a little bit.
Shit, after this show and I eat, I got to get my ass busy before it gets hot.
Yeah, that lot ain't gonna work itself.
That's right, damn it. Got to make that money. You know what they say, make hay while the sun's shining.
There you go. I don't think you were on here with us when we were talking about it earlier, though, Cora, but did you see that Lives with TikTok post from Denver's Pride?
No.
They had kids up there dancing on the damn stripper pole.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, them some bitches need to be... No, shut up, Fred. I'll get a strike.
Need to be taught a lesson, maybe.
Yeah, that they definitely do.
They need to get a whole new educator. I could make that happen.
Where's Joe at? He can give us some pointers on the educating people, maybe. Dave said you can ask him anything, Fred. He said she had MS, pneumonia killed her. He said you're all family, doesn't bother me.
Well, it's just don't need to bring up memories, dude.
Cal's asking Dave what his shoe size is.
I don't quite know how to take that, but okay.
I'm not touching it.
Cal said you
Keep
said
my mouth
anything.
shut.
Saying that to Dave. You said you said anything with a big smiley face. Animal Farm says, Cal, at least you didn't ask for something more personal. Well, you know what they say about a man that wears big shoes, right?
That's not always true.
He's got big feet. Or he's a clown, one of the two. Or it could be both of them, depending, I guess.
Okay, you'll go with that.
That's like guys with those big trucks, jacked up trucks. They overcompensate. Fred's in a big truck.
What about the ones that are in them squatting trucks? Have you seen them things lately?
Yeah, mine stays jacked up too, doesn't it? My turn around.
That's because you always go to get them gas station penis pills.
That's it.
No, I said my truck is not jacked up.
Oh, I thought you said your stays jacked up. I thought that's what you said.
She said about these guys with these big jacked up trucks. My truck's not jacked up.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, misheard.
Yeah, I'll become a truck driver and have a big truck always.
Good morning, Andrea. Andrea says, good morning, what I walk into?
Morning, Andrea. Fred's starting his shit as usual.
Wait, how'd I get involved in this?
You're just here, Fred.
You're just here.
I breathe, so therefore I am, huh?
Right.
Isn't that the husband's motto? I breathe, therefore I'm wrong.
Yeah. Something like that. You don't believe me, ask my wife. Yeah, I got it.
Wow, Andrea just got here and she's already at number 2.
Y'all slacking. Well, the hell, there ain't but what, 5 or 6 of us in here.
That's okay. I'm okay with that.
Just don't step in number 1.
I'd rather step in number 1 than number 2. Number 1's easier to wash off and it's a little bit cleanlier.
So that's how you roll, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if you're in a survival situation, they tell you the safest thing that you can drink if you're out in the wild is your own urine.
You know what? I'm going to be a dried up motherfucker then.
That's what I was just going to say. I'm not saying I'm going to do it. But that one dude on Survivor that one year was doing that all the damn time. You notice that shit?
Yeah.
He was like,
I don't care. I ain't using my sock and some gravel and some damn sand and yeah.
Yeah, we got 12 people in here, Fred.
It's supposed to be sterile.
Yeah. I don't care how sterile it is. It's still salty.
No. From experience?
Probably. I won't never tell.
She peed on me.
That's how the damn doctor judges your sugar and your salt. It's through your urine test.
I've never seen them taste it, though.
Right.
I never either, but you know what? I'm just taking their word for it.
Fred playing doctor.
What's that joke about the robot? can tell you anything that's wrong with you, and I'll look it up and post it for you. I don't want to get it wrong, but it's a great joke. I'll get it out to you. So I got
How
it
do
in
you
my
Google
head.
that?
How do I Google it?
Yeah. Have you heard the one about the doctor and the robot? Google comes back. Are you fucking high?
Not you again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's more like it. Dude, didn't you learn the first time? Keep your day job. Don't try to become a comedian. You have to keep asking me. I've asked my work 3 times from a pre-plan, and I still haven't gotten it.
That's not good.
They're
Means they
basically
don't
telling
know.
you to fuck off. They don't know.
Probably.
Holiday weekend.
Yep. Yeah, if you're gonna take time off, send me to the house.
Right.
It's supposed to be nice this weekend. I can get my damn motorcycle out if I still remember what it looks like.
Okay, I got the joke here. It says father buys a lie detector robot that slaps people when they lie. So I got my jokes mixed up. Sorry, but this was funny. It said he decides to test it out at dinner one night. The father asks his son what he did that afternoon. The son says, "I did some homework." The robot slaps the son. The son says, "Okay, I was at a friend's house watching a movie." Dad asks, "What movie did you watch?" Son says, "Toy Story." Robot slaps him again. Son says, Okay, we were watching porn." Dad says, "What? At your age, I didn't even know what porn was." The robot slaps the father. Mom laughs and says, "Well, he certainly is your son." The robot turns and slaps the mother. Robot for
Oh
sale.
shit.
Damn. Kind of hard on the old girl trying to make a damn living, feed her family, and get smacked.
Oh shit. On that note, I think that's a good way to wrap up the show today on laughing and carrying on, talking about robots slapping hoes. Thanks for being here, everybody. Cora, Fred, pleasure as
What?
always.
What was you fixing to call me? Cora's bitch? What?
Yep.
Maybe.
Later.
Toodles.
See you later, everybody. Have a great day. I'll put a movie on Discord after we disconnect from here. The baby says bye. Bye. She wants to go back to sleep. So, all right, y'all have a great day, and we will see you all later. Peace. We're out. Have a great day, everybody. Remember, God loves you, even if we all think you're an asshole.